Jai Gurudev and Namaste. The Sri Venkateswara Swamy temple in Tirumala is globally renowned for its religious significance and spiritual allure. Could you tell us about the temple's historical and cultural importance? Namaste, Jai Gurudev. The Sri Venkateswara Swamy temple, also known as Tirupati Balaji temple, is indeed one of the most famous temples in the world, attracting millions of devotees each year. The temple is dedicated to Lord Venkateswara, an incarnation of Vishnu, who is considered the Lord of the Seven Hills and the protector of the Kali Yuga. The origins of the temple date back to ancient times, and it is mentioned in many classical Hindu texts, making it a site of deep religious significance. Culturally, it serves as a hub for Vedic rituals and Sanskrit scholarship, preserving India's rich traditions of temple ownership and worship. That is fascinating. What are some of the unique rituals or customs followed in the temple that make it stand out globally? One of the most distinctive rituals is Tirumala Brahmotsavam, an annual festival that attracts devotees from across the globe. It spans over 9 days and includes grand processions, Vedic chants, and offerings to the deity. Another significant aspect is the tonsure ritual, where devotees shave their heads in reverence to Lord Venkateswara, symbolizing humility and surrender. The temple also practices the ancient method of Vedic chanting in all rituals, preserving the oral tradition passed down over millennia. Additionally, the temple has a continuous offering of Laddu Prasadam, which has become a symbol of divine blessings worldwide. How has the temple managed to remain such a strong global presence? The temple's global influence is partly due to the strong administrative system under the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam's TDT Trust. Over the years, TTD has focused on preserving the sanctity of the temple while ensuring that facilities for devotees meet international standards. Pilgrims from across the globe, including the Indian diaspora, visit regularly, creating a worldwide connection to the temple. Furthermore, international research journals and scholarly publications have highlighted the architectural grandeur and the scientific precision in the temple's construction, drawing attention to its spiritual significance and cultural richness. Could you shed light on the architecture and construction of the temple, which has been studied extensively in research journals? The architecture of the Sri Venkateswara temple is a prime example of Dravidian style, with intricate carvings, towering gopurams, temple towers, and a sanctum sanctorum, garbhagriha, that houses the main deity. International research has delved into the temple's design, revealing that the positioning of the temple on the Seshachalam hills and the alignment of certain structures have deep astronomical significance. For example, it is aligned in a way that enhances the spiritual experience of the devotees. Some studies have also explored the material used in construction, suggesting that the use of specific stones in the sanctum has energy conducting properties that amplify the devotee's connection with the divine. That's truly remarkable. In terms of charitable work, how has the temple contributed to social welfare? The TTD is one of the largest philanthropic institutions in India. It manages not only the temple's operations but also runs numerous charitable activities such as providing free meals, Annadanam, to millions of devotees, funding educational institutions and supporting hospitals. One of the notable charitable efforts includes the provision of free healthcare services through the Sri Venkateswara Institute of Medical Sciences (SVMIS). The temple has also been a significant contributor to Vedic education, supporting various initiatives to preserve ancient scriptures and promote Vedic knowledge globally. How does the temple stay relevant in modern times with such deep-rooted traditional foundation? The balance between tradition and modernity is carefully maintained at Tirumala. The temple's administration has incorporated modern technologies like digital darshan bookings, automated services, and even mobile apps to help devotees plan their pilgrimage seamlessly. At the same time, the core essence of the temple, the Vedic rituals, the worship protocols, and the spiritual ambience remains unchanged. This ability to evolve while holding on to its sacred traditions is what makes Sri Venkateswara temple timeless. That's truly inspiring. Finally, could you share some insights into the temple's future plans? The temple plans to expand its charitable reach by setting up more educational and medical institutions, focusing on underprivileged sections of society. There are also plans to digitize ancient manuscripts, making Vedic knowledge accessible to the world. On a spiritual front, the temple continues to focus on preserving and promoting the practice of traditional Vedic rituals, ensuring that future generations remain connected to this divine heritage. You have highlighted many aspects of the temple's religious and cultural importance. Let's now explore the scientific interest that Sri Venkateswara Temple has generated. What have international research journals uncovered about the temple's environmental and ecological significance? Jai Gurudev, the temple, located in the eastern Ghats, is surrounded by the lush greenery of the Seshachalam Hills, a biosphere reserve known for its rich biodiversity. International scientific journals have explored the unique flora and fauna of this region, which plays a vital role in maintaining ecological balance. The temple's administration has taken steps to preserve the natural environment around Tirumala, and research studies have documented these conservation efforts. For instance, afforestation projects have been undertaken, and the use of eco-friendly practices within the temple complex, such as waste management and water conservation, has been highly praised in environmental journals. Additionally, the hill's geology, which consists of ancient rock formations, has intrigued geologists. Research has shown that the composition of rocks and soil in the region contributes to the unique atmospheric conditions that many devotees describe as spiritually uplifting. Some journals have even explored the relationship between these geological formations and the temple's construction, examining the temple's energy flow in terms of Vastu Shastra and its effects on the human body and mind. Speaking of energy, there is often talk about the temple's spiritual energy. Have scientific studies examined this aspect? And if so, what findings have emerged? Yes, several studies in international journals have delved into the concept of spiritual energy at Tirumala. While such phenomena are difficult to quantify, some researchers have employed techniques from physics and psychology to study the temple environment. These studies are often focused on the electromagnetic fields surrounding the Samton Santorium and the subtle energies that are said to influence the human body during worship. One particularly interesting study explored the effect of the chanting of Vedic hymns on the human mind and body using EEG electroencephalography scans. The findings revealed that chanting and the acoustic design of the temple create a resonance that induces a state of deep calm and heightened spiritual awareness in devotees. The structure of the Garbhagriha, with its use of specific stone materials, has also been examined. Some studies suggest that the choice of granite in the inner sanctum acts as a conductor of certain frequencies, amplifying the meditative experience for those present. Another line of inquiry has focused on the healing properties attributed to the temple's energy. International journals have cited anecdotal evidence from devotees who report improvements in mental and physical health after visiting the temple. While more empirical research is indeed preliminary, findings suggest that the combination of spiritual rituals, temple architecture, and the natural surroundings create a conducive atmosphere for holistic well being. That is fascinating. Beyond spiritual energy, are there any studies that focus on the sustainability and technological innovations of the temple? Absolutely. The Sri Venkateswara Swamy Temple is not only a spiritual center but also a pioneer in integrating modern sustainability practices. Several international journals have published papers on the temple's large-scale efforts in renewable energy and sustainable practices. For instance, the temple complex uses solar power extensively. Solar panels installed on rooftops provide electricity to various parts of the temple, and the cooking for the Annadanam, for meal service, free meal service, is done using solar-powered steam kitchens, which serve thousands of meals daily. This has been lauded as one of the largest solar-powered kitchen systems in the world, and it has been the subject of several scientific papers in renewable energy journals. Moreover, the temple has implemented advanced water management systems, including rainwater harvesting and recycling. Research studies have documented how the temple collects and treats rainwater, reducing its reliance on external water sources and ensuring sustainability for the millions of visitors each year. These initiatives have been recognized by global organizations for their contributions to environmental sustainability, making the temple a model for eco-friendly religious institutions. It is impressive how the temple merges ancient traditions with modern sustainability. Are there any other technological innovations that have been highlighted in research? Yes, the temple's use of technology in managing crowds and providing services has been widely studied, with millions of pilgrims visiting annually. Crowd management at Tirumala is a significant challenge, and international journals have published case studies on the temple's use of modern technology to address this. The introduction of online booking systems for darshan and special seva has streamlined the pilgrim experience, reducing wait times and overcrowding. Biometric scanning systems, which ensure an orderly flow of devotees, are another area that has attracted academic interest, particularly from scholars studying religious tourism and crowd control. There has also been research on the temple's financial management systems, which leverage modern accounting technologies to manage the donations received, ensuring transparency and accountability. Given that the temple is one of the wealthiest religious institutions in the world, handling donations from coins to valuable jewelry has required sophisticated financial systems, which have been highlighted in several studies published in international financial journals. With such a unique combination of spirituality, architecture, and environmental awareness and technology, what does the future hold for Sri Venkateswara Temple? According to research papers often point toward the temple's continued focus on integrating spirituality with social and environmental responsibility. Moving forward, the temple administration plans to expand its renewable energy initiatives, aiming for 100% reliance on solar and wind energy. There are also projects underway to digitize and preserve ancient scriptures and temple records, ensuring that future generations can access this knowledge. International research has also highlighted the temple's potential to serve as a model for sustainable development in other religious and pilgrimage sites around the world. By combining traditional wisdom with modern technology, the Sri Venkateswara Temple offers a blueprint for how sacred spaces can evolve to meet contemporary challenges without losing their essence. Jai Gurudev.